the invasion. And it was incredible to see Apple take over the entire quarry with production teams, crews, trailers, all kinds of different things. Full English. Not much better than that in the world. Talking about an English or a UK utopia, and there's not many places better than a good old-fashioned English village and town, like the smaller towns. There's still some really special elements of English life wrapped up in these villages, and this one, Castleton, in the Peak District, is one of those. This town also happens to be one of the famous spots in England, I would say, for van life. People come in here, there's plenty of spots available. Some good meetups take place here for the nomads of the UK. You can see why. It's absolutely beautiful here. A rocking horse in there, that's nice. I've been coming here for years. Peak District and Castleton, Edale in particular, famous for their caves, the potholing, these really incredible rock formations and quarrying back in the day. One of the big quarries over the hill there were used in the Apple series, The Invasion. I don't know if you've seen that. There's a part where they threw the big bus, or the small bus, off the edge of the cliff, and this is where they filmed it. I was up here hiking at that particular moment in time, and it was incredible to see Apple take over the entire quarry with production teams, crews, trailers, all kinds of different things. So I made a note to watch the show when it came out, so I wanted to see what all the fuss was about, because they took it over for, must have been months. When it eventually came out, I watched the episode. It was literally about 5 minutes of footage. 5 minutes of footage, and all that production, all those people involved, and all that expense in the quarry up there. That's fascinating, isn't it? All of that material, all of those resources for 5 minutes of footage. Interesting. Here's what my budget can get you. 1 minute of sheep. It's not any sheep though, it's Peak District sheep. Very special sheep. If you're looking for a wild camping spot, this is a good one. See that fish and chip sign, and I now have the craving for a chip butty. Not had a chip butty in years. I have fish and chips and things, but a chip butty. I might have to track one of those down. Anyone else like chip butties? Raise your hands. It's a good meal. These villages are still so beautiful, all the stonework that's gone into them. And actually the renovation over the years as well. Kept really quite authentic in a lot of ways. Ooh, a tea room. Could a cup of tea be on the agenda today? Still a lot to love about England. The beauty of nomad life is that I get to spend time in beautiful places like this, which is incredible really. It's a real privilege to get to visit so many places like this, so many beautiful villages, so many beautiful towns, and take part in the local experience. Make a contribution, buy some things in the local economy, and then move on to the next place. Fantastic way of interacting with people as well. Normally when I come, this is just a short trip, but normally you stay for a night or two, get talking to the locals, try to immerse yourself in the local culture a bit. Let's go into a new area and having a look around. The thing about nomad life is you've got to start thinking, the light's just gone over the hill, so you've got to start thinking about where you're going to park up for the evening. And you've got choices around here. You can either go stealth and camp in the town centre or village or somewhere like that, or you can go more remote up into the hills. Plenty of van life parking spots around here where you can find a bit of community as well, have a good chat with people. I'm tempted to stay in town tonight, to be honest. I just like the idea of a stealth camp on the side of a road, just keeping it as discreet as possible. I kind of like stealth camping, gotta be honest. I like it. So that's always a good option. Some of these vans you can't do that, you draw too much attention to yourself, especially when you go to towns that are very busy with van lifers. So it's no surprise that van life has tried to gravitate towards some of the more out of town locations. I don't blame them, you get a bit more peace and quiet. Sometimes you get boy racers messing about on some of these spots, but in the main, my experiences tend to be quite, in the main, my experience tends to be quite peaceful. But stealth camping in the middle of a town is a different experience altogether. Total discretion, totally discreet in what you're doing. No outside camping behaviour or any of that business. But if you want to just have a quick meal, read a book, do some work, it's an ideal situation. Decided to move. There's a lot more sunshine just over on the other side there, and sunshine has been in short supply over the last few days, so we're going to go and enjoy that.
Off the ferry and I drove up into actual Holyhead. I couldn't hear from shore. Couldn't believe there were all the shops open. It were all boarded up like a ghost town.
It is. it is. It's not.
You know, it was thriving last time I went anywhere near the place.
There's an area which you get to go as though you're going to get on a boat, but then carry on, and there's a park area there.
Yeah.
It's not very pretty, but you know, lots of people go up there. No, I prefer it round the other side, near South Stack.
Oh yeah, well you can't stop there anymore, can you?
No.
I went up to stop up there a while ago and you can't stop. And